Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, SportsLink Travel, and O'Neill's.
Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.
Welcome back for the second game of the night. Are we on? Cody, are we on? Awesome. Take two. Welcome back for the second game of the night. We have North Canberra Eagles taking on Old Canberrans. So the first team of the night we have, North Canberra Eagles. So in shirt number 2, Shani Barton. Number 7, Tony Bailey. Number 10, Amanda Hoddenott. Number 11, Chloe Barton. Number 12, Anna Kelly. Number 14, Jess Brady. Number 15, Bridget Annabelle. Number 20, Kim Addison. Number 23, and happy birthday to Laura Monterosso.
Birthdays all round.
17 years old. Number 24, Krista Blakenbergs. Number 27, Shane Buenobra. They certainly don't make these surnames easy in this team. Number 29, Riley Lane. Number 30, Danny Brenner. In goals is Asta Johnson. They coached by the one and only GT Glenn Turner and assisted by Carl Brenner. And they are managed by Beck Monterosso. And for Old Canberrans, we have number 21, ex-Hockeyroos, current Hockeyroos,
Michaela Cap.
Yes,
Michaela Patterson.
Michaela Patterson, very talented. Number 22, Lucy Balfour, and again, happy birthday. Number 23, Amy Arnott. 24, Isabel Lovell. 25, Caitlin Tucker. 26, Annie Bridgeland. 27, Rachel Endrum. 29, Chloe Ives. 30, Ellie Walton. 31, Sarah Patterson. 32, Edwina Carr. 34, Bree Runge. 35, Deanna Cascarden. 36, Rachel Sealer. Number 40, Shannon Visser, and in goals is Tara McLaughlin, and they are coached by Brent Clark. North Canberra Eagles, sponsored by The Ruck, Kowalski Recruitment, and SRA. Old Canberrans, sponsored by Livin and The Knox. So, Will, first minute, almost down.
Yeah, so I think pretty exciting game. I think Michaela Patterson will make a big difference for Old Canberrans in the middle of the field. I think that's one thing that Czechs have sort of lacked a little bit this year. They've lost a few players, so had some positional changes. So I think that support in the midfield will make a big difference. But North Canberra are also on a roll. They've really improved this year and they've started looking really good towards the end of this season. So I think it's going to be an exciting game.
Yeah, definitely. Could be anyone's game here. I think, again, the last round of the regular season, as we said earlier in the men's game, and these two have everything to give, as it is their last 60 minutes or so as this playing group, which is always something special. Certainly makes you lift in those moments.
Absolutely, and a really strong start by Old Canberrans, but North Canberra doing a good job of making sure that they are keeping a good structure, not letting Czechs get into the circle too easily.
Yeah, definitely, and I think neither team will take any prisoners tonight. I think, as you said, North Canberra really finding some form, and they'll be wanting to consolidate the last few weeks and hopefully get the W here.
It's good pressure from North Canberra. Danielle Brenner putting a lot of pressure on that Old Canberrans defence, not letting the ball go over the baseline easily.
So some real end-to-end hockey we've seen here, Lil. So it really is either team's game. I think they're playing very similar structures, limiting the option to go back out and around.
Lucy Balfour, birthday girl over the ball. Shout out to her family who'll be watching from Queensland.
Definitely, and I think coming back from an ankle injury, she's probably been missed by this group in the last few years. Looks like last few weeks rather. She's running with a bit of pain, but as we said, last round of the season, and with no hockey won this year, nothing to lose. So first corner of the game and first real opportunity for Old Canberrans, for either team at that. Michaela Patterson going in for a deflection here.
Good quick shot by Mickey Patterson, well saved by Asta. North Canberra doing a good job of picking up the scraps, but a little bit of a dangerous clearance there from North Canberra and a second opportunity for Old Canberrans.
Yeah, again, I think nice and simple. Probably won't be changing up too much, going off the body language.
Good shot from Brave and saved by Asta.
Definitely very quick Asta, very smart goalkeeper. Likes to move around a lot, very mobile. Well defended by North Canberra, and might just see it on the screen, but it's just started raining, which could potentially slow this game down. But both teams want to give it their all. Lots of desperation shown here.
And Laura Monteroso does a really good job of earning a short corner there. So good to see Laura back. This is her second first grade game back this year. She's been recovering from a back injury, and it's really, really good to see her back out with the playing hockey, enjoying herself with her team. So it's yeah, a lot of hard work has gone into this return to play, so it's very, very exciting.
Definitely, and again, another young player with a lot of potential. It's a very, again, old school, no stick trapper here for North Canberra. Reminds me of the days at Southwell Park, Lil.
Oh, good save. So I think that's smart from North Canberra because Old Canberrans, especially with Tara in the net, have very, very good penalty corner defence. Tara's having an excellent season.
Yeah, definitely, I think.
So need to be creative.
Absolutely. Only way to really get around her is to make a move, and often those deflections. She's very quick and good on the first shot. So, Asta will be wanting to keep this in for her teammates. Czechs pressing up the field, and they make up for it. They get away with that. Gone long again.
Chloe Ives.
And that's what will be interesting this game, Lil. Obviously, both teams like to play long, and it's an easy trap to fall into when the opposition start doing that. A bit of footy, bit of ping pong. And by footy, I definitely mean the AFL.
Definitely have to clarify in Canberra. Good work by Laura. Good pass down wide out to... Oh, and just dispossessed there by Caitlin.
And good patience by North, just holding their 5 and again maintaining that full press. Almost looks a bit like a slant press. I'm not sure if you get that in the full picture at home. But not a bad option for this playing group. And just dispossessed there. Ellie Walton working it up the field. That rain getting a little bit heavier now.
And good receive there by Lucy into the circle. Just past the stick of, I think
Tucker,
that was...
yeah. Unlucky not to get the cheeky little...
I think that was,
there.
was that Amy?
Amy.
Yeah.
Look very similar out there. The long pony, I think.
I think we had some lightning.
So, obviously the rules around lightning, we may have to, if it continues, cease this game for a little bit. So, fun fact for you, Lil, the 1963 women's first grade grand final was called off due to lightning. The only year it has been played here in Canberra. The Vikings girls like to give me a hard time for my little fact finding.
Oh, Chloe does a good job.
Yeah,
I think it was
smart option.
earning a short corner. Really smart option there by Chloe.
I haven't seen that since the World League last year. Obviously working night shifts, watching the...
Yeah, you would have watched lots of
lot of
hockey.
that.
And we can see the rain coming in there. It's quite heavy now.
I think it's here to stay for this weekend and the rest of the week.
A little bit high from Bree there.
Yeah, it almost could have gone forward checks. It looked like it was off the runner. But again, North Canberra get away with it regardless, and good courage by Shani Barton getting out there.
So Shani over the ball.
So bear with us. The rain certainly, as I said, Lil, building up.
Yeah, it's
Coming
quite
in
heavy at the
sideways
moment. So good pass by Riley.
And just unlucky not to win the contest there.
And Bree looking to get into the circle, looking to link with her players just out wide.
Absolutely, and a 16 here for North Canberra, so again, getting out of trouble. A few substitutions now, so I think if they can really stretch this Old Canberrans defence, they'll be able to get one in here. Can't be comfortable to play out there. We see some spectators moving quickly.
Yeah, the rain is very, very heavy at the moment, but I think both teams will really want to finish their season with a win this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, last round of the regular season and nothing to lose for either of these two teams. I haven't quite done my homework, I got to admit, but I'm not sure if Old Canberrans are in a position to overtake, or if North Canberra in a position to overtake the Old Canberrans here.
I haven't checked that either, actually. I've been a little bit too selfish in the looking at the ladder, unfortunately.
So I think if we... Yeah, that rain's certainly bucketing down now. So the rain really hindering us here. A couple of technical difficulties, but hopefully you can stay tuned and stay engaged.
So you can see Tara just having a chat on behalf of Old Canberrans, I think, there with Chrissy, but we're still playing.
Yeah, I think the men's will certainly be glad they were over and done before this hit, but we certainly saw it coming on the radar. Had someone come up tonight. So good transfer here by Checks if they can recycle.
Good pressure by Laura, but Checks do a good job of making sure they're just linking those passes and on the foot of the North Canberra player there for another free hit.
Definitely, and well won there by North. They've been relentless in defence in this first quarter, as we've seen.
Yeah, I think one of the really exciting things about North Canberra this year is just they've got so much more confidence and so much more tenacity when they've got the ball, but also confidence to get the ball when the opposition have it. I think it's been a really exciting change to their game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if we had to pick a most improved group, it'd be hard out deciding between these guys and Goulburn.
Yeah, Goulburn for sure, and unfortunately for myself at UC, have just 1 point ahead of us at the moment.
Yeah, they've done so well this year. I can't exactly say been consistent, but they've certainly improved out of sight, which is always good to see and very promising for the competition. So.
Absolutely. Good foot race, and I think we can see there it's slipping over just how slippery it is getting out there in that wet field. We've got 2 minutes left in this quarter. I think everyone will be keen for a little bit of a
break. It's all sort of just hit them. We started off okay, and now it's bang right in your face. So probably just missed that on the screen, but it's certainly getting some lightning here. So bear with us. Hopefully we can keep playing. But of course we got that's the call.
30-30 rule. So we'll be temporarily suspending this game. So 30-30 rule, we will then have to wait 30 minutes until we can step back out onto the pitch, providing there's no additional lightning and thunder.
So 30 minutes, go cook dinner and join us back shortly.
Today's game proudly sponsored by Synergy Group, a professional services firm delivering dynamic solutions to government. Canberra born and bred, they exist to uncover what could be so that it can be. They imagine life-changing ideas and help our government make them a reality, and are creators and advisors behind some of Australia's most important projects. For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au.
Being a sports physio, I see lots of injuries. As you can imagine, I've seen plenty of ankle injuries, and I have used many that kicks in the moment it goes to go too far, and in that way it protects the ankle joint. So whether you're an elite athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who enjoys getting out and about, the XOL will give you confidence as well as a sense of freedom to keep you doing what you do each and every day and to enjoy life. XOL.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's. For their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's. Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.
Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.
Welcome back. A very eventful last hour or so.
Hopefully you guys have been a little more comfy than Coxie and myself, trying to find somewhere nice to sit at the hockey. So we're back to the game. Old Canberrans in their attacking quarter. So just a little bit of an update for everyone. We are going to play out this quarter. We're going to remove our first quarter break and move straight into the second quarter because everyone's had about 40 minutes off.
So always hard coming back in these moments, Lil, with a bit of adversity and stuff like that. What would you be saying to the girls to get them back into the game?
Well, I think both teams were really excited to continue playing the game. No one wanted to abandon the game, so for sure they're excited to get back out on the pitch. So I think for these two teams, it's just about enjoying every opportunity that you have to play hockey for the remainder of this season, because it's going to be a little while until we can all get back out on the pitch again. So enjoy however much more time you get. I'm not very good at reading the radar, but people keep telling me there's more to come. So enjoy what they can.
Absolutely good advice there. I think it really is anyone's game. Both teams, as you said, Lil, were keen to keep playing and back out there warming up as soon as we let them.
One time at Nationals, I had to restart a game in a defensive short corner.
Ooh, that's always hard. I think
against New South Wales in indoor, it did not go well.
I think it's always tough, the mental, you got to have that mental fortitude. We had a game at Indoor Nationals this year at Burton against Tassie, and we played at 9 o'clock at night instead of the morning.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So that was hard. That was a camera.
Oh, gosh, I also... Someone's taking photos and now we're all super sensitive of lightning strikes.
So, as we said, we'll go straight into the second quarter. So restart from halfway.
So while we're just taking this restart, just a shout out to Transformed, an award-winning education and training organisation, for sponsoring the live streams, and the Canberra Labour Club, who are the community sponsor of the Women's Capital One League. And our teams tonight, North Canberra sponsored by The Ruck, Kalowski Entertainment and SRA, and Old Canberrans sponsored by Livin and the Knox. So straight away, Old Canberrans looking to put heaps of pressure on the North Canberra defenders and successfully turn the ball over, but not able to secure a pass to another teammate, and North Canberra will be taking a 16. The pitch is drained really well. It's kind of nice out there at the moment to play.
Yeah, really well engineered and well designed. Remember the old, when we had the red around the outside, they used to flood and get really slippery?
Yep. Don't ever stand on the red. It was so slippery.
So the break gave us some time to do some homework, Lil. So if North Canberra win here, they'll be on the same points as Czechs. So if you look at it optimistically, I think it's equal 6th, which I think probably a deserved result. The North Canberra girls have improved a lot this year.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I think they've done a really good job this year.
Equal 7th. I'm pretty bad at maths.
Yeah, I was also thinking how many teams are in our competition. Do you maybe mean equal 8 or 7?
7.
Okay.
So we'll give it that optimistic outlook. They'll be hungry for a win here.
And Lucy looking to try and enter the circle and find a player, not quite able to. North Canberra doing a really good job of making sure that multiple people attacking the ball carrier in and around the circle, and I think that's been a trait of theirs this season. They haven't let anybody get into their circle and into their space easily. So setting up a good shape here, North Canberra, for their outlet. And Shani looking to break through the press. And they're able to get the ball off a fumble, and Old Canberrans just spill the ball over the sideline, and North Canberra have a free hit just on halfway.
Taking their time over the ball. Just gets churned over there by Bree.
And again, another North Canberra sideline. Hit. Looking to get a touch into the circle. Old Canberrans doing a good job of securing that ball. And like you mentioned a very long time ago, at the start of this game, both teams do look to play long. So it is going to be quite a lot of running in this game for both teams. Moving back and forth between attack and defence. And again, Shani Barton looking to hit the ball, this time long across the field. Not quite able to connect, but that was a good build-up.
Absolutely. And a bit of desperation here by Tara. She obviously wants her team to get up and about, fetching the ball for them. Quick game's a good game, she'd be saying.
Yep, and I think it'd be tough for those keepers. Their gear soaks up all that water. They'd still be so wet from the
first
earlier rain.
Absolutely. So both teams are very vocal, which is good to see. Lots of positive vibes coming from down there.
And I think it's hard for a lot of people to imagine wanting to keep playing when you're so wet, but I'm sure you're the same as me, Coxie. Any opportunity to play hockey, I would not turn my nose up at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if any of our Victorian friends are listening in, obviously very disappointing to have the season quashed by COVID, so they'd be grateful to be out there, and if you can't do it for yourself, do it for them.
Oh, close of the circle entry there, but again, good defence from both teams. There hasn't been really any quality other than that PC early on. Quality circle entries.
Yeah, great intercept by Laura. Just unlucky not to keep that strength on the ball, and probably a bit to be said, as you said earlier, Lil. Only her second first grade game back this year, so still finding her touch. And unfortunately, it's their last game, but hopefully come back bigger and better next year.
Yeah, and I think she's spent the whole season still in and around the team, so she's learnt a lot, even if it hasn't been on the field, and I'm sure that'll show. I'm sure she'll be trying out for some representative teams next year, and I'm sure that smarts will show through that she's been able to take in working with GT this year.
Absolutely good dispossession there. I think that's Kim Addison. Just losing the contest there, but great first effort.
Some pop through into space to Lucy. And again, North Canberra looking for that long ball. It'll be an old Canberran sideline ball, just touched by the North Canberra player before that went out.
Yeah, and probably something, I guess, moving forward they can look to maybe take out of their game. It's very much their old tactics, but I think having GT at the helm and a few new players would be good to see him get a bit more creative.
Yeah, for sure, and I think long passes definitely have a time and place in a game, but it's having the option to be able to do multiple things when you outlet.
Definitely. So they've shaped it as a back four here. A little bit separated, but not a bad option against this Czechs group.
And Chloe Ives sliding well across there. North Canberra doing a good job, just received in front of the advantage line of Chloe. But the second line of that Old Canberrans press able to dispossess North Canberra. Good touch by Lucy.
Picked up here. I think that's Rachel Landrum. Does well, linking up with Amy. And a short corner the result. So well done, Czechs.
All right, what do you think we'll see here, Jess?
Oh, it's really hard to say. This Czechs group is certainly unpredictable.
So I think I've seen Chloe have a few flicks this season. She might be keen to practice some more of those.
Yeah, otherwise I think maybe the slip to the left to Michaela.
Michaela's quite good on those deflections as well, so it might even be a slap from Chloe for Michaela on the... Oh!
Bit of miscommunication, but
I think she was heading for the spot though. That's a good shot, good save by Asta.
So still first shot didn't quite come out the 5-yard line there.
Good quick free hit from Chloe. Popping it in the circle, hoping Lucy can get a little bit of a touch on that one.
Early shot, but it's gone high.
Good step from North Canberra there. Just in front of Lucy, not quite able to connect. It feels like the game's really been playing kind of in these middle 2 quarters. Hasn't been a lot of possession for either team in their attacking
25s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think spot on there. Good observation. I think to break the deadlock here, someone's going to have to get a bit creative. Probably can't afford to just be direct and hope for the best.
Yeah, I think one of the things I talk to my players about a lot if we have a 1-out attack, it just means that our teammate has to work that little bit harder. If we can look to attack with 1 or 2 or 3 additional players, it means that our player with the ball has help and assistance, and they don't quite have to work quite so hard.
Definitely gives you some depth.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just then comes with that creativity of being able to manipulate the opposition to allow you to attack with numbers versus trying just to have a 1-out attack. I mean, there's absolutely time and place for it, and there's some strikers that have that incredible finishing skill that can do those one-on-ones, but most of the time, majority rules, hey?
Absolutely, and good little tussle there, and Rachel Endrum finding her teammate. Well defended by North, but spot on there. There's a bit of disconnect with this North Canberra group. They have someone up high, but almost equal with this Czechs back line, and good win there. Good hustle by Amanda Hoddenot. So Amanda's a member of the ADF hockey team, so if any of those Warriors are tuning in, she's been playing well, and it's good to see her back. Well won there by Czechs, but North Canberra not giving up.
And good hassle by Danny there, not letting Michaela Patterson have clean possession.
Absolutely.
Saved by Tara and good clearance.
Yeah, and I think also good advantage by the umpire very early.
Good skills by Bree. Bree's a very good floorball player, and she moves the ball in and around her feet very nicely.
That's the trick. You can't use both sides of the stick here, though. It's probably unfortunate for her.
Have you ever played floorball?
No? I can't say. Actually, I think Macca definitely made me play a game or two. I was thinking broom ball, but I have played floorball. Used to get suckered in. It's like hockey, but mixed with soccer. Should be called socky, not floorball.
Oh, North Canberra able to get that ball just from a danger zone, but that was a good lead from Chloe Ives. Really looking to receive on the baseline there. I think she's enjoying the opportunity to play up front. Chloe's normally a defender or a centre half, so it's nice to see her having a little bit of a run up front.
Definitely an opportunity here. Good build up by Czechs. Good desperation by North. Stretching high. She wins the free hit. Again, Bridget Annabelle. She's been consistent for this North Canberra group all year. So another opportunity for North Canberra just outside the 25.
Good lead by Laura and nice ball by Bridget.
She's just been called for the obstruction. If she gave that ball, it's always easier from up here, Lil. If she just gave that second earlier, looked like Norths were away.
Good little physical contest out there between Anna and Rachel.
Yeah, and just, again, pulled up for the obstruction. That's what the umpires signalled.
So, less than 2 minutes left of this quarter. I think it's been really good to see both teams able to start really strong and kind of keep that intensity and that effort and that interest in the game, because it's really hard after that long break.
I think mentally
pick yourself up,
back into it. But they've both shown a lot of resilience, which is awesome to see. I think Czechs have certainly had more attacking opportunities, winning a few corners.
It's a good aggressive press here by Old Canberrans. And proved successful with the turnover from Amy Arnott, and she's able to find Pato, who then just knocks it. Just North Canberra able to knock it out of Bree's reach. Just 30 seconds left. I think Old Canberrans will be looking to
get a corner.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Took the words right out of your mouth, Wolf.
There it is. So they'll probably have to change up what they're doing. So Asta's very good on the first phase. So I think if they want to get in here, I hope they watched our corners last week, Lil.
Yeah.
You could tell
learn
them
a
trick
lot.
or two.
Wait, from the ones Asta saved or the ones you scored? Did you score a corner? Oh,
Only
wait,
mine.
what?
You wouldn't read about it.
I hadn't heard.
Good work there by Amy.
So North Canberra did a really good job of just shutting down Bree's angles there. Not really giving her anywhere to pass.
Another call.
Oh.
No, other way. That's okay. That's good for Norths, and I think that's half time. So we will see a halftime break. It might be
a little bit shorter.
So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back with you shortly.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.
For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au.
Action. As you said earlier, Lil, possession really sort of locked in these between these two thirds.
So, and again, as we start this quarter, we'd like to thank Transformed, an award-winning education and training organisation, for being a major sponsor of the live streams, and the Canberra Labour Club, who proudly sponsor the Women's Capital League 1 in Canberra. We'd also like to acknowledge North Canberra sponsors, the Ruck Kowalski Recruitment and SRA, and all Canberran sponsors, Livin and the Knox.
So shut down through the middle there by Kim Addison. She's really having a very solid game. Good team tackle there. Encouraging, young Chloe Button to get ahead of the ball. Unlucky not to create some attack there.
And Michaela Patterson on the ball, throws it into space, not quite within Lucy's reach, unfortunately, and North Canberra have a sideline hit. So Shani Barton over the ball.
Good team tackle there. Encouraging, young Chloe Button to get ahead of the ball. Unlucky not to create some attack there.
And Michaela Patterson on the ball, throws it into space, not quite within Lucy's reach, unfortunately, and North Canberra have a sideline hit. So Shani Barton over the ball. So well done by Bree there, just to knock down Riley's overhead. And again, get that touch on the hit through.
Just off the foot of North Canberra there, so opportunity for checks. We'll probably be looking for some numbers in here. It's very congested, Lil. There's
happy to share it with Luce on her birthday.
definitely. So I think Norths will be even more hungry now. They certainly look to be asserting a bit more dominance in this game, pressing a little bit harder than what we saw earlier. I guess, having that resilience and coming back hungrier. It's always a little bit easier when you have a bit of scoreboard pressure. So opportunity here. If Norths can stretch this checks defence. Just unlucky not to quite connect for the tackle there, and well defended by checks. So long ball here. North sort of slowing down the play.
Yeah, so it definitely has looked a little bit, the intensity's dropped a little bit since that second quarter.
Yeah, I think
it's probably past everyone's bedtimes.
Definitely. long week at work. So as you said earlier, Lil, very early on, Friday night games, always hard. Any weeknight games where you've been at work all day, it's always hard to sometimes turn up for hockey.
Chloe able to get control of that again.
So Czech's building the play. Good win there by Lucy Balfour. She does well. It's played on. So I think it was off the keeper. So well defended by Asta.
So like you said before, Asta's really good on those first shots. Very, very strong. It's really important that players continue to vary that shot. Vary with that direction of that first shot. And a good shot from Chloe and loose. Able to finish that one.
It's another birthday goal.
Second birthday goal. That was well done and really well set up as well by Old Canberrans there, making sure that North Canberra couldn't get to those 50-50 balls. And Laura does well. Playing it smart now. So 2 relatively quick goals. I think potentially not a reflection of the score, but it goes to show that when you can execute the limited opportunities you do get, you can certainly go a long way in a game. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's that kind of whole cliche. It doesn't take much to score a goal. It's really only a split second of the game.
Absolutely, and I guess at its core, Lil, the simplicity is trick to winning game is just score more goals than the other team.
Trick to scoring goals, get the ball out of the goal.
Exactly right.
Hockey's so easy.
We certainly make it hard. I think that's because we care.
Yep. So I think there should be a North Canberra 16. Yep. Czechs again setting a relatively aggressive press, especially through that centre striker. I think they know that North Canberra are going to look to hit it long and they want to put pressure on that initial pass. But North Canberra still able to get through the press and find Danny Brenner, who's then able to link up with her teammates. Save from Tara.
Great early shot by North, so I'm lucky not to contest that a little bit more, but they've still got possession here inside their attacking quarter.
So I think we haven't really mentioned Tara in net for Old Canberrans. She's having a phenomenal season this year. It's really good to see her back playing and making it very, very hard for anyone to score against Old Canberrans.
Yeah, definitely will. I think obviously coming into the, I guess, exciting end of the season with finals and everything like that, and of course Brophy Mackay night. So I think I wouldn't be shocked if her or Tale are up there for the Mackay votes. I don't think we've ever had a female goalkeeper win the Mackay, but I know in the men's we've had Graham Reid way back when. And if you know who that is, if you don't know who that is, go do your homework. The goalkeeper for United for a number of years, and of course the Australian player in the goals. So might be interesting to see a goalkeeper win it this year.
Yeah, I think that'll be super exciting, and both Tale and Tara will be very, very deserving and are outstanding players in their teams. And Chloe Ives over the ball, not quite able to escape Shani's stick.
So opportunity here.
Danielle chucking into space and
just shut down, absolutely.
Such well read by Tara.
Done her job, she's done it well.
We definitely were not...
Yeah, good fight there by North. I certainly admire the tenacity of this North Canberra group. I think it shouldn't be understated, and I think probably the most tenacious team in this competition. So if we could bottle that up, share it around the competition, it could be a very tight tussle, especially with the top 4 teams.
Yeah, I definitely wish it was something that was easier to teach.
Absolutely.
So North Canberra again. No stick trapper. Which, like you said before, I think it's not a bad thing against Tara. I think put her off her game a little bit in terms of knowing exactly where the ball's going.
Definitely,
but able to read that, gets the first save, second save, and third save, and then North Canberra have a long corner.
it's well defended by Checks.
And good decision from Tara to drop on that one too. I think it was clearly going to be a hit. She was able to make that save and that second and third save as well. Good passing by all Canberrans. Looking to find Amy. And they do, and she's able to connect with... Oh. Don't know how that didn't quite hit the North Canberra foot, but they did a good job. So just 5 minutes left in this third quarter.
Yeah, so well over half a game played now, Lils. So with the wet weather policy, as it stands currently, we'll see Checks take the lollies here. But hopefully North Canberra can make something of these next 5 minutes.
Maybe Lucy might even get a third birthday goal. She's in the circle with space. North Canberra able to deny her that opportunity.
Stepped on a dime, slipped over, but was almost in there.
So for everyone watching at home, due to the wet weather policy, the game must be completed within 2 hours of the start time. So that does mean the game will finish at 9:50 tonight.
So 3 minutes. We won't quite see the conclusion of this quarter, but an opportunity.
Like Coxie mentioned, because you've played more than 50% of tonight's game, the score will stand and the game will be marked as completed.
So I think both teams should be proud of the seasons they've had. Obviously, it's been a hell of a year with COVID and all the other disruptions along the way. So kudos to each club this year. I think the resilience shown to have a formidable competition.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Old Canberrans and North Canberra are both in really exciting positions for next season.
Absolutely, and well defended there. So definitely an opportunity for both of these teams to grow and develop. Certainly a good speed to remain competitive in CL1.
Yeah, absolutely, which is exciting because you want to play a good game every weekend, and I think we're getting to that level, which is really cool for women's hockey in Canberra.
Absolutely. Come back hungry next year, and it really is anyone's game.
Again, North Canberra just able to spoil Old Canberran's run of play here. I think teams are also probably aware that there's about a minute left in this game.
Definitely in. Huge respect for both teams to come back and put on a show despite the break. Checks winning the fight here. Rachel Endrum does well, searching.
Very good ball into the circle, but just out of reach of Chloe Ives.
Are we just playing the end of the quarter? I don't think so. I think we're stopping.
Danny looking to run into space. Pops the ball, hoping that Chloe can win a foot race, but Old Canberrans beat her there.
Yeah, shut down. by that Czechs defence. So not much longer remaining, literally down to seconds now. So North's desperately running after the ball. It's off the screen, but they will be wanting to make something of this final play. If only it was like lunchtime rules, Lil, where last goal wins.
Yeah.
Bit of lunchtime hockey or soccer.
I mean, I'm sure if they score a goal, they'll be absolutely playing by those rules.
Absolutely. Why not? Couldn't quite come away with it.
So it looks like we might finish playing out this quarter.
Yes, and just ticked over that 9:50 mark, but the umpires are still going, so
they must have made the call with only a minute and a half left. They may as well play out that last 90 seconds.
Definitely, and the game's certainly been played in really good spirit. That's something I really like about these two clubs. Birthday goal.
Oh, birthday hat-trick.
Birthday hat-trick, so she'll be over the moon.
There will be no complaints from Lucy that the game continued.
Absolutely, and I'm sure the family up in Queensland will be very happy. No doubt celebrating for her.
Well done, Luce.
Final play here by North. Oh, it's gone over. Literally about 15 seconds left here, so quick play for them. They could be in here. Next goal wins.
Unfortunately, over the baseline. And that'll be our final play for tonight, I think, Jess.
Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys. And don't forget we have our semi-finals for men's and women's during the week. But congratulations to both of these teams on fantastic seasons. Thanks for tuning in.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.
Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.